gonna do a song. Start this one off because nobody watches anyway, and I might as well practice singing. So here we are. I ran like a speeding train, cut my hair and changed my name. I only had myself to blame for the company I was keeping. Curse my restless wandering feet, prone to wander endlessly. All the love you gave to me, but it wasn't enough to keep me. 'Cause though I stole from my father all I thought I could sell, tossed his cover and I watched as it fell. But there wasn't any water in the wishing well. Anyway, that's my attempt at sounding mysterious and whatnot, but I think we should get onto Minecraft, shall we? Not sounding mysterious, just sort of being mysterious in general. Alright, let me just change the audio situation. Ableton, get your ass out of here. And now, I might be a bit quieter. We need to sort out my... It is act... I think. Okay, yeah. So it's the close threshold. I'm just being an idiot. Yeah. What was I saying again? I completely forgot. Anyway, here we go. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Also, I'm not sure if this is gonna actually like deafen everyone when I unplug this. I think it did actually. Sorry anyone that was actually listening, although I don't think anyone was, so I think we're chill. Yes. Whoops. Okay, so putting my guitar down and resuming normal scheduled activities. Today, just gonna move everything around a bit. Okay, I think we're chill. So today we're playing Minecraft, everybody. Also, actually, should we have a bit of BGM? I think that could be a good idea. Music. There we go. Hooray! Let's go. So today, Minecraft. It's been, I don't know how long. Like 2 months? A little bit? Long story short, I've been wanting to play this for a really, quite a long time. Also, I think the BGM's too loud. I've been wanting to play this for a really long time. However, the server that I'm a part of, the survival one, still isn't up. So, I had an idea like 20 minutes ago that I would just, instead of making a new survival world and then forgetting about it in like 20 minutes, how about I make something in this world that I plan to put in the other world when it comes available, and then forget about this world in about 20 minutes as well. That sound like a plan? Because I think it's one hell of a plan. But yeah, the sort of main goal for the day is look at Pinterest, because that's how I sort of do things, and then work it out from there, really. There's not really a plan for this, but who knows. I don't really know what I should build, honestly. Although I would like some background music for myself, because I currently don't have anything on in the background for myself, and it's a bit... well, there's nothing here. It's just space. Empty space. No sounds. No nothing. So I'm just making sure everything's working. No sounds. No nothing. So I'm just making sure everything's working. Also, I appear to be quite quiet, so I'm gonna increase my volume, I think. Alright, am I deafening now? Yes, sort of. Relatively. Maybe, a little bit. But yes, so Pinterest, and also music at the same time, Jesus. Alright, that works. We've got music. And now we need Pinterest. I also wish there was a way of like just leaving this open, because while I'm fucking around on my other monitor here, all you guys can see is this. Game menu, welcome to game, advancement, statistics, give feedback, report bugs, yeah, you get the point. But let's have a look. Pinterest. Login, maybe? Bum, bum, bum. Anyway, recently what I've been doing, I'm just waiting for myself to load into Pinterest, which I have already, but I'm going to continue talking anyway. I'm playing way too much Forza, and actually my Xbox Game Pass subscription ends tomorrow. So I've only got one more day of Forza left, and I'm going to probably cry after that, or just buy it at £50. But I'm not sure about that, honestly. So let's search Minecraft build ideas, eh? I've got a lot of houses, and I've got a lot of castles. And that's just literally just Japan, so I probably shouldn't make another Japanese thing. Then again, I gotta sort of stick with my... Actually, what about Chinese things? Or maybe like... Actually no, I feel like Japan and China, and maybe even to an extent Korea, are quite... I don't know, almost too popular, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. They're popular for a good reason, because they are really vibey, but I think we should focus on maybe another sort of culture thing, because I'm quite interested in different bits of architecture. So maybe we should have a look at like Malaysian, or I don't know, like Thai. Actually, Thai architecture could sound interesting. Architecture. There we go. How do we spell architecture? Like that? No, I was completely off. Okay. Oh, it looks quite cool actually. Actually, I wonder if I can show this, because my search history isn't too bad. Let's open up. Display capture. I'll put that above here. Okay, so try architecture. What we sort of thinking, do you reckon? Or should we have a look at Malay architecture? Because I don't know. I sort of just want to go for something a little different. Also, I don't want to make a skyscraper. That's sort of not really what I'm aiming for. It's more of like traditional sort of stuff. Definitely not that. Now my only issue is if I put it in with the Japanese stuff, it'll probably look a bit weird. Though that looks quite cool. It's like a very like wooden, tiki little area. Unless I go for like just completely out there, go like Kiwi architecture or like New Zealand. But this is sort of very modern, I'm guessing, because traditional architecture. It'll just be like straw huts. Well, these are quite nice actually. Thing is, I'm not really looking for a house. That's my only issue. Indigenous. Traditional indigenous architecture. Thing is, we don't really live anywhere near a desert, so that's my only issue with building stuff out of sand. So you can see what's playing actually as well. Actually, wait, can you hear what I'm listening to? No, I don't think so. That's good. Okay. There's like dogs. Pretty cool, whatever it is. I mean, maybe I should just make a kind of like a hut, a bunch of little huts. I forget what the traditional like Celtic or the Saxon huts are called. I know there's Motte and Bailey castles, but that's I'm not really up for building a castle. I'll be completely honest. Actually, Nepalese could be interesting. Nepali. Thing is, I've already got a lot of pagoda type structures. That's my only issue. And that looks quite cool actually, just that sort of street. My only issue is with getting the brick. I mean, I think I could do it. Oh, decisions, eh? Unless I just go completely out there, that looks a bit... Anyway. That's just like a random house. Alright, Singapore. I know, I'm just trying to whittle things off until I get something that sort of like strikes me. It's quite a nice building. The Cloud Pagoda. Like I said, I don't particularly want to do any more pagodas. If I can. Unless I just make a really cool like forest shrine. But my only issue with that is that I don't know, it just feels kind of boring, you know what I mean? Japanese shrine Minecraft, which I don't know why it's taking so long to type. Idea. Okay, these are a lot cooler things than I've got, but at the same time that doesn't matter. Yeah, why is it so laggy? Is it because I've got Minecraft in the background? Is it really taking up that much space? So if you think about what we've got sort of a castle, and then a city. City is a strong word. A bunch of houses beneath it, and then also another area with a temple. So we sort of want, yeah, sort of something like this in a way. Like off the beaten path, and like a shrine. Oh yeah, that looks cool. But my only issue is with getting the mossy stone, although we probably could just worry about that later, really. It's not really a problem for current me. Yeah, I'm sort of digging this idea so far. I think yeah, yeah, I think I want to do that sort of thing. So I think I might just sneak that real quick, and then get rid of the. Actually, again, we don't need to get rid of that for now, so that'll be fine. Alright. So I think I'm just going to start building and then sort of roughly go with whatever happens. Because I'm a man of the present. I don't plan things out unless I really want to, and actually have a concurrent thought. But currently, not really. So I'm thinking cobble and what's the cobblestone? That's sort of a good idea. Fireplace. So that's sort of my thought process with this, and also maybe some leaves. I'm thinking, cherry trees are too bright, so I'm thinking maybe spruce, but they're quite holy. That's my only issue with spruce. But it could look interesting. So I reckon actually, should we plant a bunch of trees? What are they called? Bone meal, there you go. So let's just do a bunch of like nothing in particular order, although in the actual area that I'm thinking of. Actually, wait, should we build up the area a bit? My only issue is with using like world edit and whatnot. I don't exactly have it, so it's going to be quite difficult to get anything that looks remotely not super flat. I mean, I think that's probably too many trees, if I'm completely honest. But who cares about realism? I mean, I definitely think these are probably too close to each other, and we have way too many of them, but it's not too much of a problem, right? I think in the actual version that we make, we need probably more like quadruple width, like 2x2 spruce trees, because I don't know, I quite like the idea of the ground being quite rustic like this, and rustic probably isn't the right word, but yeah, that looks way too artificial, doesn't it? Come on, grow! Why aren't you growing? There you go. Summer days. Like, Yeah, it's very sort of shitty, but that's probably definitely my fault, but it's not the actual model, right? So don't go judging it too hard just yet. This is sort of just a rough mock-up. But yeah, I'm thinking, well, as I'm sort of placing down these trees, I'm getting more of a rough idea of, I think, what would look good. And I'm thinking, if I go around first then placing these bigger trees and then sort of flank those with smaller ones, I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Because just planting a bunch of these smaller ones, it sort of makes it look a bit too artificial. Okay, and even if I do that, it sort of still looks quite weird because there's nothing on the back side, if that makes sense. But if I do surround this sort of area in these big ones, it'll probably look a bit better. He says, mostly hoping and not actually backing it up with much evidence, but that's probably what you're here for. So yes, that's sort of the rough idea, potentially. I don't know. Let's have a bit of sort of fun with this. So we need a sort of entranceway. I think it should be here. Just need a stone thingamabobs. This is about 4 tall. Okay, I'll get that later. And then, oh wait, no, these are stairs. It's like that. And then that goes out an extra one, question mark. So that would be here, here. I'm thinking about it logically, I probably should have made the actual gate first. But that's a minor thing really. Also, I think it needs to be one wider, but that's also another minor thing. Yeah, definitely one wider. Let's just do a redo real quick of that and just see what it looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna make it purely out of this first, and then titillator is the youth probably don't say anymore. Wait, how am I doing this? It's like that, 4, and then box, and then stairs, so it's like that, and that looks about right. And that goes there, that goes there. And this here, followed by a slab. And then this here, followed by a slab. Yeah, that looks about right. Although I think maybe these areas should also be sort of extended. Like that. Should I have it like that, maybe? I mean, it's a unique design, so we'll take it, I suppose. Whether it's actually any good or not is a different matter. So if you go like 2 steps per thing, I might commit mass extinction real quick. By mass extinction, I mean sort of, well, oh no, this is the town with the horses in it. I can't do this. Alright, it's fine. It will, they can live, they can live. So just so another design that might be interesting if I do that. You know what, that works. So anyway, we'll try and work this out. So dun 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 dun. I'm also conscious about making it not too high as well, because that'd be a bit awkward. But I think that looks alright. Relatively, you know. For something made by me, it looks okay. Actually, yeah, I think that's sort of what I want to go for. And then these sections. Right, so how's this? This is... I think that looks almost too much though, that's my only issue. Yeah, it's quite a unique sort of looking staircase. But I think, yeah, it's quite... actually, I wonder if it could be like a bridge almost, you know, because it looks almost like a bridge at this point. But I'm not sure if I want it to be a bridge. It's sort of, yeah, I don't know. It looks way too modern, but that's probably because of all the bricks that I've used. But I'll figure that out later. So I think it might be wise just to keep on going up. But I think, I mean, with how we've done this now, we're gonna have to like continue it by 2 by 2. But I wonder if we should do this like down low and then swoop it up, because I've got quite a few areas that I could build it. But it just depends where I think I should build it. Bonk, 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 bonk. So looking at this, it follows a very irregular pattern, which I'm never going to get, but it's sort of so we'll go with that. I keep forgetting where I am. So that's like that, and then so literally just like that. Yeah, I think that's right. But yeah, I think it's too modern almost. It needs to obviously look a bit like this. I think that's roughly the idea of what I'm going for. But I think we need to sort of enclose it within like an area. But I'm also gonna do a bit of defamation. Question is, how tall should we build it? Like here? Maybe? So it's... Is it clone? Oh no, it's fill, right? It's been so long since I've done this. Okay. Probably should have made that grass. Yeah, it looks odd, but trust me, this is the process. So we make like the shrine sort of here, maybe. That's the idea with it. You know what I mean? Maybe? Is the vision there? I don't know. Those houses are like part way through grass now. Let's have a go in here. Oh, actually no, it's completely fine. Unscathed on the inside. Except for maybe this one, yeah, that that one didn't exactly get unscathed. He's sort of... his house is half dirt now. I'm sorry. Anyway, enjoy your evening. So I reckon we should try a bit of sprucification. What's the word? Bone meal again. There we go. So this is probably gonna look just as bad, if not worse, than what's over there. But this is just another idea. I mean, I wonder if we should just expand the dirt zone, as I'm going to call it from now on. Right, this could have potentially disastrous consequences, but we're gonna work with that, I think. Right, that wasn't too bad. Although that looks a bit weird. As long as I don't touch those horses, it's probably fine. Grass. Alright, so if we pretend that's... Actually, is that even? That is even, I think. Good job, me. Alright, so now we'll just do a bit of sprucing. Bum, bum, bum. You'll just have to pretend for me for this one, because in the actual version that I'll make, if I end up making it, it's all going to be on sort of raised ground. It's not going to be like this at all. But this is sort of just a mock-up, as I've been saying. Too much, probably. Alright, let's have a look at what that looks like. Bum, bum, bum. I mean, it's going to take a lot of stone, but also I think a lot of saplings if I'm going to do all this. But we'll see. Well, that looks a bit funky. Okay, we'll plant a couple of trees just around the local area. I think we'll just wait for those to grow naturally. Although they probably never will, but a man can dream, you know? Because I'm not going around bone meal and all these guys, that's too much effort. For me, anyway. And you may be wondering, is there like a golden rule when it comes to placing those? Nope. Does it look like I care where I'm placing them? If so, yes. I may have to have a word with. Time set 0. Probably just wonder whether I should use some mangrove as well, but I'm sort of 50-50 on that. I've always liked the darkness of spruce wood. Oh, I suppose darkness isn't really the right word, because obviously dark oak is a lot darker. Also, why is there a cat out there? I think it's probably in the village, right? How did you even get up to a cat anyway? But yeah, I sort of want this to be quite overgrown. Maybe even like a fallen tree or something. Right, let's have place down a couple of campfires. Holy particle effects, Batman. I hope these cats don't actually fall on the fires, that'd be quite tragic. That was pretty cool, I think. Maybe slightly cool. I don't know. But yeah, that animal is very shiny. He looks very shiny to me. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I think we should do a bit of lighting on this area as well. This isn't even, which is maybe annoying me slightly. Although I think I'm gonna leave that sort of off center. No, that's too much. I think on the actual main one I'm going to try and vary up the... obviously the bridge, make it really rustic. I'm unsure what sort of shrine to go for here though. Let's have a look. Yes, it's Japan Shrine. Okay, so that's probably a good idea, right? I mean, that looks quite cool. Just a roadside Shinto shrine. And it could be interesting just to make just a smaller one rather than something like massive. Well, that's quite nice actually. Like we could actually have a raised area. Actually, that's a great idea. Okay, I've got the idea. We can just have a sort of raised area. place it here. So that's like that, and then we have sort of a staircase leading up to it. Kichao. Heyo. Although I sort of want that to be more like that. Then we have like a wooden area. I'm sort of unsure what I want for this area, so I'm actually just winging it at the minute. I mean, it's not even as well, which is going to be annoying. I don't even know how string even got there. How? Truly a mystery. Wait, did I just make that worse? No, I didn't. Okay, that's good. Got a bit worried then for a second. Bum, bum, bum. And then like a bigger roof on the back, question mark, for like deep slate. I can already tell this build is going to be another one of those stair buildings that I'm going to absolutely love and not curse out forever. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, I wonder if I should make this a bit more inclined. Actually, no. Oops. That looks pretty cool, I think. So I think we are 1 over again. I am aware that looks nice. Just don't question it. How should we do this? Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, cool. So I've got no idea how I'm gonna do that again, but I need to just 2, 3, 2. Damn you, tree. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. should, yeah, do that almost. Just then again, I think I know what I'm yapping about. When I get into building, I sort of reach the flow state, but it's not the flow state of like complete concentration. It's the flow state of complete just stupidation or whatever. I just start talking to myself randomly, and it's just I don't make any sense whatsoever, even to myself. And like the stuff I build as well, it isn't particularly very good, but I think that looks okay. Oh, so why are you off center? Who said you could be off center? That's pretty cool. Oh, very fancy. Just gotta place these so I can see. Can't be bothered. Very funky. Oops. Look how this looks, so that's probably gonna look quite bad, but actually that doesn't look too bad. I think it's just they also need to be all out of the place. Was unsure whether it should be 3 tall. So let's do strip spruce. Ah, yeah, a bit. And it should be there, it should be the one. Yeah, that looks good actually. I mean, I'm not planning on making it relatively functional because that's. And then again, actually, I could have it open. That could be cool. And then you have like a way to offer things, I guess. I don't know. I still have other things to build in here, but that looks interesting. That's all that matters, is whether it looks interesting. It looks very moody as well because of the current weather. Oh, that's bad. You know that works. Right, what time is it in real life anyway? 4:24. Right, I might call it a day for now. Even though it's only been an hour into the stream, I've got things to do. As the kids say. So I just realised that whenever I tab out, you can sort of see because of my whatchamacallit. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for coming to today's stream. We haven't done very much today, but well, actually, then again, we sort of have. We planned out this sort of entire area, which will be good if I can actually get around to building it. But I really just hope I can eventually just get back on that server and then work it out. But we'll see. Anyhow. See you guys and lassies later. I will be back. Who knows? Because my streaming schedule is whack. Enough stuff for now. Have a good night, baby.